The day my parents returned after 16 years, only to realize I wasn't their easy payday anymore. I was 12 years old when my parents left a $20 bill on the kitchen counter and simply drove away, telling me they were just running out for groceries. They never came back, leaving my Aunt Sarah, a diner waitress barely scraping by, to step up and raise me as her own. I sat by the living room window for weeks, believing they would eventually return, but the driveway always stayed empty. Aunt Sarah worked grueling double shifts, sacrificing her own dreams just to make sure I had a warm bed and a quiet place to study. She taught me the hardest lesson of all, that real family isn't about the blood in your veins, but about who actually shows up when it matters most. Fast forward 16 years, and I was 28, proudly opening the doors to my third upscale restaurant. I had built a beautiful life, completely erasing their ghosts from my mind, until a rainy Tuesday afternoon, when my parents walked right into my dining room. They looked exhausted and worn down, and the moment my mother locked eyes with me, she immediately turned on the waterworks. She reached out, trembling, claiming they had made a terrible mistake, but I noticed how her eyes kept darting around the expensive room, calculating all the success I had built without them. My dad finally stepped forward, confessing that they were drowning in bankruptcy, and desperately needed their loving daughter to help pull them out of debt. I stood there, looking at these two absolute strangers, who thought they could just hit pause on my life and press play when they needed a quick bailout. I didn't yell and I didn't cry. I simply walked over to the register, pulled out a crisp $20 bill, and slid it across the marble counter. I looked my mother dead in the eyes, and told her that this was her exact change, and that she was exactly 16 years too late for a refund. They stood,